Welcome to the 42nd Annual John A. Logan College High School Writing Contest. My name is Robin Stevens and I am the Writing Contest Coordinator. And so we're going to get right to our awards for this spring's High School Writing Contest. For our first category, Poetry, Judges Preference Award goes to Madeline Prideaux from Carpendale High School for the manuscript Snowflakes. The next Judges Preference Award goes to Kate Carver of Carpendale High School for her poem 23rd November. Third place is Hope Ziegler, Marion High School, and the poem Ceaseless Feud. For second place in poetry, Zoe Harris of Carpendale High School, and the poem A Mouth Full of Bees. And our first place in poetry this year goes to Max Johnson of Carpendale High School, and his poem Scattered Pearls.
We had so many terrific entries this year, and this is the entry which gained first place. It's called Scattered Pearls. Scattered pearls on the dining room table. Did you want me to find you, broken down, needing one more line? The snow was nothing but a waste of night. And all I dared to ask was if you felt like laying your head down, 'cause you were burning up inside, secretly hoping the stars aligned. Failure set by your expectation, and you placed the bar too high. No, he's not here. And the powder's low, forever fueling your fixation. 15 minutes of intoxicating sensation, heightened by your heart-sick nature. Swear you saw fairies land on your heart, sprinkling dust of loathsome temptation. Shouldn't have left the door wide open. Smell of gasoline was comfort. Dimmed lights shined a different lens. Head first, collision between rail and engine. Bloody nose stained on your striped t-shirt as you dreamed of him again.
Moving to our next category, Song Lyrics. The third place is for Daniel Bell of Marion High School and his song Systemic. Second place is awarded to Ashley Biggs of Marion High School and the song Have Mercy. The first place winner of Song Lyrics goes to Grant Guyman of Carpendale High School and his song Starboy. And now here to read the lyrics of Starboy is Matt Garrison.
This is Starboy. I've built my spaceship piece by piece. I've rearranged it so carefully so I can reach you in the stars, find a way to be not alone. I've seen my Empress drifting past the edge, flying away with my paper heart, torn at the ends. Hope I can reach you in the stars. Some way, hopefully, I won't run out of gas. Sailing away, I don't care who comes after me. Letters from home of those who don't know what's become of me. They can't understand how many times I've tried to resist. Darling, I can't see my home from here. Falling slowly, a quick rush to the head. I'm ailing softly. They know I can't be dead. I'm writing this tune from the bottom of my heart, and maybe a bottle. I think I might be broken. Sailing away, I don't care who comes after me. Letters from home of those who don't know what's become of me. They can't understand how many times I've tried to resist. Darling, I can't see my home from here. Headlights on the great space dust highway. I saw them too late. It's fine. Things will still go my way. My ship is ruined. I'm falling fast all the way back down. I hope the medic gets here in time.
Our next category of the contest is personal essays. The second place goes to Caleb Bonsai of Carpendale High School for his essay, Freedom Starts in the Mind. First place personal essay is awarded to Maya Benyas of Carpendale High School and her essay, Melodic Adventures. Melodic Adventures. I rake my fingers across the ivory keys, searching. Doubt clouds my mind. Now what? G minor? B major? I am overwhelmed by the mere prospect of writing the next note. In an infinite realm of possibilities, there are thousands, possibly millions, of routes to take. Still, I keep exploring. As a young girl, I constantly sought new activities. I played house in outdoor forts, created matchbox car towns, choreographed ballet dances, and drove a mini car around my house. My adventurous spirit from 10-some years ago, though slightly tamed by the maturity required for a high school workload, lives on in the music I write. Composition has become my primary outlet for creative expression, a language in itself. Through music, I can express what cannot be communicated in words: optimism with a goofy melody, sorrow with a melancholy one. Moving on to our category of fiction, the Judges' Preference Award goes to Macy Davis of Carpendale High School for the story 9 Across. Judges' Preference Award also given to Lauren LeBoux from Carpendale High School for the story Always. Third place in fiction goes to Luca Comparato of Carpendale High School for the story Road Construction. Second place in fiction is awarded to Zoe Harris of Carpendale High School for the story A Howling Beast and a Delicious Rasping. And the winning entry of fiction, first place, is awarded to Maxwell Howard of Carpendale High School for his story, A Lonely Place. And here to read the winning entry for fiction is Matt Garrison.
A Lonely Place. When I was a kid, sometimes after a hard day of school, I would go to this little coffee shop called the Sad Cafe. The owner, Mr. Gordon, was a real charmer, in case it wasn't obvious. I don't really know why I was bashing the guy. In fact, he was pretty cool. He always asked me what was new and exciting, and I'd always respond with, "What's new and exciting?" or "What do you think?" Anyway, I bring him up because he was a writer. He wrote unpublished novels as a hobby while he was busy running the shop. Of course, I never read them. I suppose to him I was just another regular. He would help me write short stories for my English classes because I'm an abysmal storyteller. He would always tell me that the best way to start a story was to reveal the main character's saddest memory so that the reader would immediately feel sympathetic towards him. I feel as an homage to him, that's how I should begin recalling of these events. As a child, my mother died of cancer. Though before she did, she handed me the address of Richard Corey, a millionaire, who she told me was my father. So I took the midnight train down to Allentown. He didn't believe me at first, but after mentioning my mother's name, he let me into his home. I tried talking to him, but he was more interested in his 20-year-old wife than fathering a child. Just to get rid of me, he sent me swimming in the backyard. I was entertained until dinner, which was a bleak affair. No one spoke a word. The next day, I went to the backyard to go for a swim. I'll never forget what happened on that day. I found my father face down in the pool. It took me years to figure out what made him make that decision. It was because he wanted me out of the picture and he knew I wasn't going anywhere. So he went and said instead. I did soon after. My stepmother refused to keep me, so I went to live with my grandmother.
Our next category is the research essay. Judge's Preference Award goes to Shreya Patel of Carpendale High School for the essay entitled The Risk of Nuclear War, a Ticking Clock on Humanity. Judge's Preference Award also goes to Lauren Lebu from Carpendale High School for her essay, Abortion Laws, a Method of Control. Third place for research essay goes to Maya Binyas of Carpendale High School for her research essay entitled Technological Control Mechanisms in Totalitarian States. Second place for the research essay category is awarded to Kate Carver of Carpendale High School for her research essay entitled The Steps to Srebrenica. And the first place in the research essay category is awarded to Michelle Wang of Carpendale High School for her essay entitled The Effects of Legislation on South African Apartheid Society. The effects of legislation on South African apartheid society. Imagine a place where 20% of the population lives on 87% of the land. A place where one racial group earns 14 times as much money as everyone else. In this place, a non-white baby is 10 times likelier to die than a white baby. And if he survives, his education will only be worth 6% of the white child's education. This was the reality of South African apartheid. As one of the world's most racially diverse countries, South Africa has a long history of racial tensions. Historically, whites were well off and in positions of power, while blacks and colored people had varying degrees of financial success and virtually no political presence. After the election of 1948, racial tensions came to a head, and South African apartheid, apartness in Afrikaans, began. Under apartheid, all South Africans were legally classified as white, European, black, African, or colored, not white or black. This classification restricted people's political rights, employment, education, options, and personal freedoms, marriage, living locations, etc. Officially, apartheid was meant to smooth over racial conflicts by physically separating the races and forming racially homogeneous communities. In reality, apartheid allowed the whites to maintain their privileged status and presented them with an opportunity to further consolidate their power. For non-whites, apartheid removed most of their opportunities and rights and reduced them to simple laborers. Implementation of apartheid was a complicated affair that spanned 20 years. By passing a systemic laws that oppressed non-white people, the South African government established a heavily stratified society where the haves were white and the have-nots were non-white. For our final category for this year's high school writing contest, we have drama. The third place for the category of drama goes to Heaven Lawrence from Marion High School and the play entitled On and On. Second place is awarded to Megan Beach of Marion High School for her play, The Flip. And first place in drama is awarded to Kellen Colson of Marion High School for her play, Progress Report. Progress Reports. Characters: Jace, supervisor, age 32, Amelia, manager, age 29, Ralph, CEO, age 53. The setting, marketing office in downtown LA. Amelia is slacking off on her work and instead spends her time socializing. Jace is working diligently, but is getting increasingly frustrated with her. Ralph is checking on his employees' progress, but he is actually trying to escape his own work.
Amelia!
Yes, I'm kind of in the middle of something.
No, you aren't. You're slacking off again.
I'm discussing my project with a colleague. I'm sorry no one ever wants to discuss anything with you.
Amelia, Jace, please stop arguing.
We wouldn't be arguing if Jace would just let me be.
Well, when you put it like that, I'm her superior. I'm supposed to reprimand her when she's not doing what she's supposed to do. That's a good point, too. Exactly, thank you.
Wait a second. He agreed with me, too.
You're both making good arguments? It's obvious that that's not going to be of any help. Yes, I agree.
You agree that you're not going to be any help?
I can't believe you're the CEO of a multi-million-dollar marketing company.
Does he even care about his job?
Obviously not. So, did you guys resolve your issue?
I would like to thank everyone who contributes to the high school writing contest. So from the John A. Logan College English Department, many thanks to the John A. Logan College Foundation and administration, to all of our judges who give their time and energy to read and read with dedication and great pleasure, to the district high school teachers who support our contest, get the information to their students, and encourage our young writers to participate. And of course, our talented and ambitious student creative writers. We thank you for your hard work and your artistry, and we encourage you to keep writing. As always, art is necessary and greatly needed. And so continue to pursue your passion and work on your talents. And we hope to see you next year. Thank you.